Buongiorno everyone and welcome back. My name is Aldo and I'm from Italy.
My name is Vera and I'm from Moldova.
We want to tell you a story, not just about us. This is a story that involves and concerns us all, especially if you're young or you got a son or daughter. It's about you behind the screen. So please watch this video entirely, and if you don't agree with us, it's fine, we are not here to point the finger at you. Just please give us the benefit of the doubt and then go do your own research.
Everything started with a dream to drive around the world with our own car, to explore our marvelous planet, to go to places we've never been to learn about the things we never heard of, to meet people we wouldn't meet otherwise, to get to know about history, culture, traditions, and most importantly, to widen our horizons and find ourselves.
We opted for a reliable 4x4 vehicle, able to take us to remote places and out of there. So we converted this Toyota Land Cruiser behind here into a tiny home on wheels, in a minimalist way, but still having all the things necessary to have a decent living. And over the past 5 years, we crossed 5 continents and visited 52 countries.
We learned and experienced so many things that made us realize how lucky we are to live in this beautiful planet, but also how we people very rigorously and intentionally are destroying the most precious thing we have, our life and future on this planet. We are heading towards an ecological bankruptcy. The demand of resources far exceeds what planet Earth can regenerate in the same amount of time. It's estimated that we are using 1.7 planets Earth, and we can't keep borrowing these resources forever.
Furthermore, all of this generates an incredible amount of waste that is causing ecosystems collapse and climate change. And you don't need to research in science reports of climate studies, you just need to take a closer look because it's all around us. And this is exactly what we did. We just took a closer look around.
The more we were traveling and witnessing the miracles of nature with its wild animals in it, the stronger our connection and love for the environment would become.
We understood the importance of preserving nature and take care of it. We witnessed with our own eyes rivers of plastic in India and Indonesia, the overfishing in Japan, air and waste pollution in China, the island of Borneo completely destroyed by palm tree plantations that have exterminated the orangutan, the rhinos, the flora and fauna unique to that ecosystem. We saw with our own eyes how the Amazon forest is burning down to fires to make space to livestock and intensive farming, and the USA with the mass consumerism and extreme waste production. But the last drop came while in North America we saw someone throwing out of his car while driving a big bag full of trash, and no one passing seemed to care. We felt so sad, devastated and hopeless.
It is a very different thing to watch the environmental problems in front of a TV screen in the comfort of your house, and a completely another to actually be there and see with your own eyes what's happening around. But we decided not to complain and not to accuse others of these problems. We decided to open our own charity organization.
To actually do something about it, to show how beautiful is our world through our photos and videos, but at the same time to raise awareness about environmental concerns, pollution and oceans health, to raise funds to plant trees, support conservation projects, natural reserve, animal sanctuaries and aid poor communities in need. But most important, to try to give something back to our planet. And so, Try to Give Back, that's the name of our charity, was born.
We decided to start posting on social media messages of sustainability and environmental concerns, and upon finishing our world expedition to set up a non-profit organization. Then COVID-19 happened, and due to the pandemic our expedition slowed down. And we thought to anticipate the charity project, as there is no time to waste. And actually, us going to Africa, our 6th and last continent, it would be very beneficial for what we want to do.
People cannot afford to waste any precious time. It's not business as usual. If we continue living the way we are now, the human race won't survive another 60, 70 years maximum. The 6th mass extinction, the Holocene extinction, has already begun. And we look like people smiling, taking selfies in front of a boat that is sinking in the ocean, because we are too busy checking our last notification on the new smartphone, watching our favorite TV program, or worse, busy making money.
Money, the most important and powerful value for the people of 21st century. Money won't save us. your kids, your legacy, whether you're rich or poor, young or old, white or black, it is affecting us all. Billions are spent on going to Mars, thinking of mining the moon or finding life on another planet. Why don't we spend this money and energy to actually preserve life on our planet?
What for you will need money when everything will be destroyed and contaminated? Water, air, soil, all the animals extinct. People have become so blind, continuously fed misinformations, manipulated, controlled, brainwashed, with the wrong standards of happiness and wrong values dictated by the society.
You probably heard about plastic waste, overfishing, air, soil and water pollution, climate change, CO2 emissions, overpopulation. I know it's overwhelming sometimes, and the more you dig in, the more frustrating it becomes. Because when you truly realize the scale of it, how everything is interconnected, and the mess we're all in, you can't stop thinking about it.
But there are good news, and we must act now. The solution is to rewild our planet and restore our balance with nature, like Sir David Attenborough said on many occasions. People have got the means and the technology to make this happen. I know this may involve big political decisions and multinationals to act, but the real power is right down to every single one of us in our everyday life decisions. Become aware of the problems and make simple but consistent steps into leading a better and more sustainable life for you and for the future of your family.
On our YouTube channel, we will not talk only about sustainability, alternative solution, conservation projects that we trust and are actually not influenced by political parties or multinationals. We are documenting our ongoing overland expedition to Africa. We will be talking about our minimalistic lifestyle and we'll be sharing with you the sights of some of the most amazing places. We'll give you tips about camping, overlanding, van life, how to travel on budget and the ways to save money, real reviews on our gears. We will be sharing with you camping food recipes and even my DIY beauty secrets. There will be live videos so you can chat with us and ask questions about any topic of your interest.
But most important, 100% of all the revenue generated by our YouTube channel will be used to fund our charity organization and implement our actions. By revenue, we mean not just the advertisements to our video, but also the income coming from the affiliate links you see in the description and your direct support and donations through LiberaPay, Patreon or PayPal. Even just a single dollar can be of help. Also, we want to make something very clear here and be very transparent with you. Our organization will not pay absolutely anything for the completion of our expedition. That has already been taken into account because we rely on a small passive income. And also, we are doing this voluntarily, so the organization will not pay any wages or salary to us.
We would also like to share a very good news with you on our first progress of a charity. We have recently run a fundraising event called 5 Tires for 500 Trees, where we sold our part-worn set of tires and raised money to buy not 500 trees, but 1,175 trees, and also donated money to Sea Shepherds for their incredible job in protecting our oceans. Saving the world, it's not a job for one single organization, so we are happy to collaborate with other charities that share our vision. This was our very first fundraising event, and we will make a dedicated video about it.
So please, if you want to help us, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it can really help our cause. That's not just our cause, but our cause. We'd like to finish with a little tale my father told me, actually not so long ago. Once upon a time, because every good story starts like this, there was a big wildfire and all the animals were escaping away from it. The lion, the giraffe, the elephant, the monkeys, everyone but the hummingbird, the smallest bird in the world. With his little wings moving so fast your eyes can't see, he went down to a river and with his long thin beak he got a single drop of water. He then turned around, flew back on top of the flames, opened his beak and let that single drop of water go into the fire. Without wasting any precious time, he started doing this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until the lion sees him and stopped him. "Hey," the lion said, "what are you doing? Come on, come with us, this direction." No, The little bird replied, I'm going to the river, I get my drop of water, and I will extinguish the fire. Ha! You must be crazy, the lion said. No, I'm not crazy, the little bird replied. I know I won't be able to extinguish it on my own, but if you are all seeing me and decided to help me, together we can make it. And so the lion, with a big roar, called all the animals, and they all went down to the river to get whatever water they could carry. And it was not long before the fire was extinguished. Never underestimate a good action. Don't give up. You may be just a single drop in the ocean, but one single act has the power to influence others. And together we can win this battle, because billions of drops can soon become an ocean.
We may be two hummingbirds at the moment. Together we won't save the world. But with your help, your awareness, your actions, together we can all make this wonderful place we call home a better world for everyone and for the future generations to come.
Thank you for watching and see you soon.
Arrivederci.
Now this is a bee. Many of you maybe don't know it, but this is one of the most important insects ever. About 71 out of how many crops? 180? Most of our crops, they become fertilized and pollinated because of them. And they are dying because of global warming and the climate. So instead of sending him away, being afraid he could sting me or something, I just leave it there. He's doing his business. After that, he's gonna go to a flower, pick some pollen, bring it elsewhere, and the cycle of nature, something that has been going on for billions of years, will continue. See, no need to be afraid. You won't sting me. Come on, man, go to a flower. That's it. Go on.